So the Christianity doctrine, who taught us that? Who taught them guys to go to first? It's talking about the white man. Read it again. You don't know Christ, brother. You don't know Christ. Read.
Beware, lest any man spoil you.
Who spoiled this Negro right here? The white man. Read.
Through philosophy.
It's philosophy he's coming with. And another little man in the back. Read. What is deceiving lies? Vain lies. Read. Who taught them after the tradition of men? The white man taught our people that. That's what they're coming with. No, bro, don't say Christ is black. Nobody sees Jesus Christ. Everybody, we nobody. Look at the Negro. That's what they're coming with. To keep us on the bottom. But your day is over. The mind of the slave is finished.
But this shall be, but this war that's coming up now, shall be what?
Shall be with burning and fuels of fire.
That's plain. But this war is going to be with burning and fuel of fire, meaning nuclear destruction.
We are Israel United in Christ, and we are here to teach you so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans that you are the true tribes of Israel.
That's right.
God's chosen people. And we are here to wake our people up and let y'all know that you are chosen and you are special.
That's right.
I'm going to show y'all this in this Bible. In my opinion, is what God say.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
A holy people. Right off the bat, he letting you know that you are a holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
God chose you. It wasn't nothing that you did. God chose us to be a what?
A special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Israel, you are above all people. You're not equal, you're not below. God chose us to be above all people. Deuteronomy 1 and 1 first, so we can verify who we talking to, who the Most High God is talking to. A lot of people don't understand. No, they say, oh, this can't be us. But yes, he was talking about us. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Right there lets us know, verification from this holy Bible, God's words, that he was speaking to Israel.
That's right.
And nobody else.
That's right.
So we're going to take you now into Deuteronomy in 28 and show you where we went wrong and what we did to get in this lower state.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken means to listen. Now he's telling us, if y'all don't listen to the voice of the Most High God, what's about to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to be put up on us if we don't listen. So we got the warning, and we didn't listen.
Right.
Our people was hard-headed, and they didn't listen, and the curses got put up on us.
Right.
So you might say, no, we ain't the cursed people. But I'm going to show you. I'm about to show you in this Bible that you and me and our people are cursed.
That's right.
That's why we in this lower state. Go to Deuteronomy 28:32.
Bring it
The
out.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fell with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Now, I know all y'all done seen a slave movie where the master sold off some slaves, and what happened? Grandma's slave was running down the driveway, begging and pleading because she was watching her sons and daughters be sold off to another people.
Right.
and it was never nothing that they could do.
Right.
We are God's chosen people, and that right there is one of the curses our sons and daughters was given to another people. But let me tell you how they give it to another people in today's time.
Bring it out.
Get out of line, put a bruise on your child when you whipping that butt. And the school people gonna call who? CPS, Child Protective Service, and they gonna take your children. DHS, the police will come up in your house and take your child if he say you whipped him too hard. Because why? Our sons and daughters was given to another people.
Right.
We gonna show you another one. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman.
All praise to the Most High. If you know anything about the story of Moses, Moses went into Egypt to get the Israelites.
Right.
Who were in what? Slavery.
Right.
The house of bondage. Give me 20 verse 2 so we can show them.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the land of Egypt, a.k.a. the house of bondage.
That's right.
That was one of Moses' first duties given to him by the Most High God.
Right.
Now go back to 28:68, and he brought us out of Egypt, a.k.a. the house of bondage. And how did he bring us to America?
And again, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. How did our people get over here? On ships. We didn't get over here on no planes. We didn't walk over here. We didn't swim over here. We were brought over here on ships. Because why? We are a cursed people.
That's right.
Out of disobedience to God's commandments. He put these curses on us. Now let's finish that out.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman.
He told us we're not going to see our homeland no more.
Right.
And when we get over there, after we get off them ships, we going to be sold.
Right.
That happened to nobody else but Israel.
That's right.
We were sold, our families got sold off, and wasn't no might in our hand. Now, just to show y'all how it relates to today's times, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Bring it out.
Since y'all, some people don't know they slaves, let me show you.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord shall send against thee. That's how you know, and you ever wonder why we can't come from under this? Because the Lord said he gonna send our enemies against us.
Right. Right.
And hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Right there, it say in hunger, you gotta buy all your groceries, anything you want to eat, you gotta go get it from your so-called enemies, from the enemies.
Right.
In your clothing, made in China.
Right.
Made by Tommy Hilfiger.
Right.
Made by all people of other nations.
That's right.
And in thirst, don't pay that water bill and see what happens.
Right.
Go into the store and try to walk out there with a bottle of water and see what happens. In want of all things, say, bro, go in there. You know you Israel? You know you Israelite? Well, come on over here. I can prove it to you. Come on over here for a second. Give me a minute, bro. All right, I'm gonna look for you when you come out. All praise to the Most High God. In want of all things, everything you need. You need a driver's license.
Right.
You got to go to your enemy.
That's right.
You want a marriage license. You got to go to your enemy. Tell me something you want, and I bet you I can prove you got to go to your enemies.
Right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Uh-oh, that yoke of iron. Who you know had a yoke of iron up on their neck? Not no gold chain,
Right.
but a yoke of iron, a shackle and chain. Hey, bro, you gonna give me? You say, come on over here for a second. Let me give me these couple of minutes, and let me show you something. Because a lot of people don't know that they Israel. You see, that's step number one, bro, to waking up and coming up from under these curses. Is we got to know that we Israel.
Right.
How you doing, bro? I'm Soldier Baruch. What's your name?
Anthony Brown.
Okay, Mr. Brown, Mr. Anthony Brown. Hey, look on this chart right here. Now you see your nationality on this chart. What is your nationality?
I know it's black.
See? Hey, no, let me tell you something. Black is the color of your jeans. Black is the color of the stuff on your shirt. Are you black? Cause you ain't black.
Bring it out.
Put your arm next to your jeans. You ain't the same color.
No, you're
You
right.
see what I'm saying? That's part of the curses. That's part of the curse. But let me show you. You born here in America?
Yeah, universe. Right down the street.
What your daddy is?
What's big?
Your daddy black, white,
Yeah, my daddy
Mexican?
black.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
my
praise.
black.
Well, check this out. Right here, it say American black. So when you go to fill out a job application, what you put on there?
Oh,
Black.
Black. Yeah.
Okay, so you.
Yeah, you're right.
So now,
You're
check
right.
this out. See, these are the names that our slave masters called us.
Yeah.
These are the names that the Most High God called us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You an Israelite. Now let me show you something. Give me that proverb by word. Deuteronomy was that 28?
37.
37. Now check this out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
All right, now say, Brother Anthony. Okay, now check this out. Everywhere else you go, we don't know by color. In America, they call white folks white. But anywhere else you go in the world, they say, I'm German, I'm
Russian.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else called by no color but us.
Right.
And so right there, that's one of the curses. Say you're gonna be a byword. A byword what? Just another name. We was Negroes, we was colored, we've been niggers, you see what I'm saying? We were Afro-Americans, they porch monkeys, they changed all our names. And now it said we're gonna be an astonishment. Who was the most astonishing people on the earth? We got brothers play basketball, jumping out the gym.
Black.
Exactly.
So
You see what I'm saying? That
How,
right
how
there.
should we really represent ourselves? What?
I'm about to show you. Okay, now see, so now you know that you ain't black. You an Israelite.
That's right.
We are God's chosen people. Now
Right.
I'm gonna show you how you're supposed to live. Give me Matthew 19:16. Because see, what we gotta do is we gotta come back to these laws so we can wake up. You're not gonna wake up just doing your own thing or going to church on Sunday. We gotta get back to these laws so he can open our eyes.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 16.
Bring it out.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
So right there, bro, enter into life, you gotta keep the commandment. Now I want to verify something for you. You know you Israel, right? Okay, now I'm gonna show you, I'm fixing to read something to you. Go back to Deuteronomy 28:48, because I need you to know for certain that you Israel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you might turn your back and be like, oh man, that nigga ain't showed me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now look, okay, go back, hold that, and give me Deuteronomy 28:15 first. Because we want to show you why God put us in this lower state.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, if it's telling us if we don't hearken, aka listen, if we don't listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, you got any kids? Okay, when your kids get out, okay, when they don't listen to you, what you do? You tear their ass up,
I
don't
put my grandkids for the first time the other day.
Okay, all praise. But now, I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you how God whipped us.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a terrible damn thing.
That's right.
Okay, and so God told us right there, if y'all don't listen to me and obey me, I'm gonna put these curses on y'all, which are bad things, right? Okay, now let me show you some of the curses. I showed you one, I'm gonna show you another. Give me Deuteronomy 28:48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger, and in thirst, and nakedness, and in want of all things.
Okay, now right there, the Lord say, you're gonna go to your enemies in want of all things. So who own all the grocery stores and all the businesses? Oh, exactly. Okay, now who run the Iranians? Really? What color is your shirt? What color? Okay then, don't be scared to say it. Okay, Donald Trump them, and okay, the Iranians, who sell our sisters all the weave and to get their nails done? The Koreans. You see? Exactly. See, so we got to go to our enemies in want of all things. I bet you if you look at the tag on your shirt, it's gonna say what, made in China. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was proving point to a guy the other day. Probably, I say, at least about 75% of stuff they America.
Exactly.
I mean, stuff that we
But
sell
now,
over
hey,
here come from somewhere.
exactly, them is our enemies.
bad,
Now see, this is one of the curses. Now check this out. This is one of the curses that God put up on us in order to discipline us because we ain't listening. Now I'm gonna show you another one. Go back to 28:32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now who did that happen to? In slavery. Who did our sons and daughters get given to?
And with the slave master one?
Who was the slave master?
White.
Exactly. That's that other people.
Bring it out.
That's that other people that our sons and daughters was given to. Now, okay, we'll go to today's time. If you whip one of your kids and they get one of your grandkids and they get a whip on them or something, you know how we used to get bruises? If they go to school, what's gonna happen? Exactly. And then they gonna take you to jail and they gonna take your kids away. CPS.
Bring it out.
Our sons and daughters given to another people.
Right.
Right? Now I'm gonna show you some more. Give me the 28 they gonna build your house. You're gonna build a house and not live in it. What's that? 28:16, what thou shalt build the house and not live in it, thou shalt
30, verse 30.
Verse 30. Give me verse 30. Give me 28 verse 30.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Now, okay, you seen 12 years of slave? You seen 12 years a slave? You seen them slave movies? Okay, you seen Roots? Okay, in Roots, when the white man masters going and taking the sisters and sleeping with them, they were taking married women and raping them and stuff, right? Right there, that's what that is. Now check this out, read.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Who built all the houses on the plantation?
That was the niggas building.
I apologize. Yeah, it was the slaves was building it, right? Okay, all praise. See, so you slaves were building a house, but they ain't live in them. All right, now check this out.
Might have been one.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Who was planting all the gardens and doing all the work in the fields? Exactly, the slaves. That's how we know we Israel.
That's right.
That's how we know we the Israelites, because that didn't happen to nobody but us.
Bring it out.
Now give me 28 verse 16. Now check this out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who in the city lives in the most run-down, raggediest places in the city? We do.
Right.
Who? Okay, so we curse in the city. Who do the police shoot down and get done bad in the city? Black folks, us, the Israelites. Because why? We didn't obey them curses.
Right.
Now, it said we're going to be cursed in the field. Who was in these fields? See that right there? Who was cursed in them fields? Who was that in them fields? Exactly. So we're going to be cursed in the field. But now check this out. I show you, you can relate it to today's professional field. What kind of work you do? You a mechanic, okay. Now, on the jobs, who normally is a supervisor on a lot of these jobs? Who run these jobs? Exactly. We the last hired.
Parts from. The parts for the car, where you get them from?
Yeah, who you get them from?
Auto stores.
Auto stores, exactly. We the last hired and the first fired. So they run all the jobs in your professional field. That's a field too. Not just the cotton field,
right,
but your professional field, your career field. You see what I'm saying? Who run that?
You already know.
Exactly. So that right there, that's how we know. So you know now who you are.
Anyway, before I go, man, I want to ask you this.
What?
So, what should we call ourselves?
Israelites.
Okay.
You are the 12 tribes of Israel. But now say, before you go, now that you know you Israel, it's something you gotta do. Okay, you gotta do something. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Bring it up.
It's something you gotta do because we just can't go on doing willy-nilly. The Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments that we gotta follow.
Right.
Now check this out. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does the Lord require of you? We're about to tell you.
But to fear the Lord thy God, and to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
To fear him, to walk in his ways, aka keep his laws, to serve him,
to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For who good?
For thy good.
For who good?
For thy good.
So for your good, Brother Anthony, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And one of them that you gotta keep is that you gotta keep the Sabbath holy.
That's right.
Go to Exodus 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
The Sabbath day. Because today is the day of the Most High God's Sabbath day. And the commandment number 4 is keep the Sabbath holy. Now we're going to read it, we're going to show you a couple of things.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt do any work, thou nor thy son nor thy daughter.
See, on this day, you're supposed to rest. The Sabbath day, you ain't supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Sunday ain't the Sabbath day. Saturday is the Sabbath day.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.